PTSD is a very, very loosely used term, right? If we have to delete somebody, I don't know that person. They didn't do nothing to me. I don't know them from Canada. I'm from 6,000 miles away, a whole nother country. I don't even speak your language, bro. I'm looking at a picture of what to do. I don't know you, right? So like, dang, I took a life, you know, and that sucks. I'll forever see his face, you know, their faces, right? Because they didn't do nothing to me. You, on the other hand, they actually did something to you. So the PTSD, the level of PTSD, is still PTSD, but it's different.
Real life.
It ain't real life. Just say real life street stars. You know what time it is. Everybody start clapping right now. Man, this is something special right here. We got the gangster and the soldier in the building. Bodied by Terrance.
Man can take my life.
Get a drone.
Look at this drone.
Drone strikes.
I don't even know how to fly a drone.
Strikes.
When did drones come out? I don't know nothing about a drone.
Yeah.
Yo.
And we technically we have a trained professional and an untrained professional.
There you go.
I guess. See,
We'll define training.
Okay.
And that's what we want to lead this conversation to. And we really want y'all to technically not only talk to us, but talk to each other.
Right.
Because y'all came up through two different paths.
Right.
And for those that don't know, again, military, soldier, gangster, your own war.
I was a soldier in
You was a street soldier.
Yeah. Soldier out the nose.
Yeah.
Both that war, yeah.
Both y'all have handled weaponry of all kinds, I'm assuming. Should we just start off with their favorite weapon? Should we just get right to it? Let's get to it. Bodybuilder, you on your for those that don't know, Bodybuilder Tactical, you train up other individuals to be professional shooters, not just will-nil, you know, these young kids in the street,
Right.
toting pistols, toting whatever, and you teach them how to actually do it.
Right.
What is your favorite weapon that you prefer?
My favorite weapon will probably be my 6.5 Creedmoor. However, you got to be good at your pistol before you get to your rifle. So I really don't have a favorite, but if I could do my thing, I would be sitting in Overwatch somewhere, you know.
Terrance, what's your favorite weapon?
I like the 6.5 Creedmoor. Hold up.
It's a really good gun. Really good gun.
Which y'all let, man, listen, man, nah, for real. I fell in love with the Ruger. And let me tell you why I fell in love with this Ruger. Because when you cock it back to put one in the head, they got that little thing on it, you click, and it's like the hammer or go like you to shoot. That's all I was intrigued with. But
2-stage.
What's it called?
2-stage.
Yeah, okay, I was intrigued with that. So, but if I gotta go put in work, give me 2 38s.
230.
Yes.
You gonna shoot them both at the same time?
No, this is the thing.
One go down, the other one got
There you go. Because this is what happened to me. When I told you the story of 4 of us went in this project and we all got one shot, all our guns jammed. So I gave my gun to a guy in the project, this nerd guy who had to break these guns down. And I saw on the barrel was a bunch of powder. It was caked up on.
Residue.
And he was like, man, you gotta clean it. That's why my gun jammed. I don't know about that. I just want to put the bullets in take the handkerchief, put the bullets in the clip. So my favorite person not on here, cock that, and I just know that.
Right.
I don't know about how you say disassemble.
Assemble.
Yeah, I don't know how to break these guns down. I just know from the hood, we know how to load them, shoot them. You know what I'm saying? But there was a guy in my project, he was just like a nerd, and he just didn't know how to do all that stuff. So he showed me why my gun jammed.
Right.
But I prefer 230 because that's not gonna jam.
Right. So let's do it like this. First, tell me what's your thoughts on someone who, like Gangsta, is untrained with a pistol? He didn't even know what this simple mean.
Okay, so let's get the definition of training, right? So if you look at his background versus my background, it's easy to say, "Oh, I'm trained." He's not. Well, that's actually not the case. We're trained to do different things. His environment trained him by default.
Right.
I chose to join the military to go do the thing. He didn't have a choice. From a little boy, he was just here, fucking environment, Now, his environment made him who he was. So he's had the training, but when you put a weapon in his hand, he knows what the weapon is supposed to do. If it's not his job to break down the weapon, to reassemble, disassemble, clean it, tap, rack, bang for malfunction, whatever. If we haven't trained to do that, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Boom, it don't work. Next gun, we're still in the fight. So his environment indirectly trained him to do what he does. Now, I'll say this before we get too deep into this. We not spring chickens sitting up here. So when it comes down to me versus him, I'll say this. Always respect an old man in a career field where most men die young.
Right. I like that.
Most people who've done what I've done, they're dying at 17, 18, 19, 20, their first deployment. So you do 20 years in the sub, damn, look how old he is. He survived it. Say what you want, but the environments are so different, they still require the same attitude to get the job done. So a mission's a mission's a mission. It's all about who's funding the mission, and we get to that in a minute.
All right, hold up.
Hit it, yeah.
Hold on.
Is it my mic or his mic?
Terrance.
It's my mic?
No, it's your mic.
Take it out of your pocket.
Am I? Oh yeah, I'm probably sitting on it, huh?
Yeah, just set it to the side.
We can run that back.
Just set it to the left.
Yeah.
Yeah, just set it to the side.
Yeah.
Say something?
Yeah. You good? And it's on my chest too. Is it supposed to be on his right?
Yeah, you
Good.
All right, good.
Good.
Did we reset the question or
No.
Are we good? Okay.
All right, here we go. 3, 2.
Let's do it.
So, Terrance, have you ever wanted to be a soldier? And have you ever wanted to be a gangster?
No, I've never wanted to be a soldier for this reason. And I love to listen to him talk, because when you listen to somebody like this with a lot of wisdom, somebody that been in the field, you realize you just in a way you're a little peon. Like, we be really thinking in our world, I'm that dude, I'm that gangster, I'm that man, give me that gun, I know how to hold him, and we be turning him, But when you listen to him, you be like, man, you ignorant. You just a young knucklehead out here playing with your life. I don't have the heart to do the stuff they do. I'm not about to go knock on nobody's door, shooting. I don't want nobody. Here's the thing too. I like to be up. You know what I'm saying? In the front, the rabbit got the gun. So I'm the rabbit. I don't want nobody dropping no missiles with them big rocket launch. No. I want to shoot that stuff at them. But I can't do, no. I'm not, I don't have the heart for that.
So let me ask you, Terrance, when someone does have the knowledge of weapons, do you feel intimidated when someone comes around you knowing that you know how to shoot it, but when someone comes around you and just tell you exactly what the gun is and what it's supposed to do and how well it shoots and recoil, things like that, do you get intimidated when someone talks like big gun talk around you?
Of course, because it humbles you. Like, anybody with sense that's from the hood, that like, prime example, like, this is my territory, like the hood, right? So you would think a man like him, of his caliber, coming to the hood, you're gonna think he lost. So we just see him, we're gonna judge a book by the cover. Look at the old head with that big great beard. Old head around here, all he wanna do is go to the gym and work out, go pump that iron, and go ahead on, might drink my little beer, smoke. Watch out, old head. We got them tools, we think and all the while and my gun, like I say, is jammed. I don't know what to do. And he might be by my auntie house or something. And come here, boy, let me see that thing. Man, what you know about this here? Because I don't know his profession. I don't know what he do. I just know he coming, smoking a little cigar and chilling and might eat a little food, watch the game.
Yeah.
When he get to talking how he talking, I'm like, whoa.
That's how the Black John Wick move.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So now you like, man, and it'll make you want to shut up. It's going back to the saying, like we used to always say, man, you better walk around like you got a bag of rocks in your mouth. So just shut up and listen. Because a lot of us think we know we don't know.
All right, so let me get your take on it. And I want both your takes. Holding a pistol sideways and shooting. Give me your thoughts on it.
Certain circumstances might require that, right? I did have a question. Repeat your question. We'll go back to it.
No, I just want to know, did you ever wanted to be a gangster?
Never wanted to be a gangster because of the aftermath, right? I'll say this again. Gangster, soldier, same mission. It's all about who's funding the mission, right? All right. So gangster might be moving product from point A to point B.
Same.
Who's funding it?
Right.
So if Uncle Sam tells me to kick door down A on a critical response unit or a QRF, right? I kick the door down and we did this, we did that, we killed the bad guys. But if the ops do something to him and they got to rally up and go to the ops' house and kick the door in, what's the difference?
So you're saying like hunting down Osama bin Laden is the same thing as hunting down Ray Ray?
Was not bin Laden an op of Bush?
Hey, not exactly.
Bush, yeah, well, hold on. After 9/11, Bush sent his boys in there to handle the work.
To do what his daddy couldn't do.
That's a whole, we'll put Condoleezza Rice in there too. But you got to understand, the mission is the mission. Who's funding the mission? What is it for?
So I guess the question is, as a gangster and as a soldier,
the United States government is the biggest gangster on the planet.
That's a fact.
So I guess the question: do y'all think for yourselves when it comes to is the money?
He does have a lot more autonomy. He has more money and more autonomy personally than I do. Yeah, my boss has more money than him. You see what I'm saying? But he gonna see more cash come through his hands because I get paid on the 1st and 15th.
But you gotta think about this. When you look at both our profession, he got more heart than me.
I chose to do it. I wanted to do it.
But he still got more heart than me. Cause let me show you why.
I don't know, bro. You could have left.
Let me show you why. Let me show you why he got more heart than me. Like he just said, he got to Uncle Sam go on this mission. Go here, you out in this poppy.
Without question. Yeah, without question.
Me, it's raining. I might Crypto G, boy, it's raining tonight. Boy, I don't want to go kill him. Now I'm chilling. Or I'm in the car, I see the op, but they got some children right there. I'ma chill. His mission, kill. Go stand right there. So it's like, you got it, man. No, bullets hurt. No,
it's
man.
a little different between volunteering to do something than growing up in an environment like you said earlier. That's all you know. If that's all you know, then that's all you know. If you're not exposed to anything else. Now, I would say that you have. I'll say that I have the opportunity to bitch up per se, if that makes sense.
I got that opportunity. Listen, I just told you, if I pull up, I see my op, and there's some children.
But why are you there?
Because I'm going to get him.
Why?
I need to get him out the way.
Who told you to get him out the way?
My mind, my subconscious.
See, that's autonomy. Sergeant told me to do it because the general lieutenant told him to do it.
But he got more heart because he's going to listen.
Act on your own.
Because the Pentagon told him to do it. Because Joint Chiefs of Staff told him to do it. President told him to do it.
Time out. I feel like I've been set up, and I just told y'all earlier. Nah, man. I just said this earlier. How we in the hood, we think we know everything. We get to talking, and then when you listen to him talk, you be like, okay, let me just shut up. Let me just chill. Because
So we got to look at it like this. All right. In most cases, it appears that you're doing what you do because of your territory, the protection of your territory. Who demonized that? Who said this man protecting his territory, his crew, his family, his clique, however y'all doing business, who demonized that? Well, when the government comes in and does the same thing, well, that's a little different. See, he's a soldier, he's a hero. Well, this guy here is a gangster, he's a criminal, et cetera, et cetera, thug, you name it. Now, does it look different? Of course it looks different, but you got to look at it for what it is. When we on the ground in Fallujah, we kicking doors in Baghdad. I mean, we doing the same thing. It's just, we funded. But come on now, America, bro, that's a nice piece of land you got there. It's got oil on it. It'd be shame if somebody took it. And here we come. Yes, ma'am.
Whether you both feel like you have it, whether you've experienced it, what is your definition of fear? Soldier versus gangster. We can start with you, though.
Not seeing a way out. We don't call it fear, we call it anxiety. Like you get a little nervous, right? So just give a scenario. If I'm gonna go into a place and do a thing, reconnaissance has done their part, everybody's done their part, okay, I gotta do my part, right? So I'm having all the confidence that these other parts of the team have done what they're supposed to do. Now my anxiety is, don't fuck it up. Don't fuck it up. Don't fuck it up. So it's not a fear per se, it's more like an anxiety of me doing my job properly. One job, yeah.
Terrance?
Okay, I like how he broke down the fear part, but I'm going to expound on that. Like, I only fear God. Now, I'm scared of a lot of stuff, but my thing, I always tell people, First Lady, is I'm scared to die first. Because what I mean by that, when we at war with the ops, the other hoods, if I get killed, I don't think my homie's going to ride like I would ride. So I'm all, like I always say, I'm scared to die first.
That's huge. Versus my guys who are bound to do it.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why I told y'all gangsters, y'all got more heart than me.
I see.
So I'm scared to die.
We got to
first.
go get him. We got to go get him.
Yeah. So my people gonna take their tango. Years gonna come by, then they might catch me down bad in the project
We're
somewhere.
not gonna leave your body there. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So that just be my only thing. I don't want to die first. I don't want to die first.
When you see young men becoming militant, like we'll see I did watch a documentary of a young man named Big Evil. So Big Evil got to the point to where he was strategizing hits. He would orchestrate a hit over here, but it's fake. But really the hit is happening over here. What has to take place in the mind for a man to say, he's becoming more militant, having generals, soldiers, people in certain positions that do certain things. How does that growth happen?
Oh man, that's well, you could. Next one we do.
As far as say that again?
Just basically organization. Like when do y'all start organizing? Like when people actually have roles versus we just niggas with guns.
Common belief. That's just common.
See, the difference is that question go with people who in the game. Bloods, Crips, GD, they got that.
Yeah.
Us in the hood, we beefing with this blue couch here, or sofa. You know, she got on before. The thing is this, now, our thing is, let's bet or let's see who gonna kill it first. So
It's a game to y'all.
yeah, we try to see who gonna kill it first. So we back in we back in the project. Man, yo, you heard such boy, they closed his car, boy, they hit him up.
I bet I get him before you do.
That's our thing.
So it's the comment. So listen to what he said. He said we. First word of the statement was we. That means we, this group of people, already have this belief system set up of what we're going to do, what we're here to accomplish. So the organization itself is all based on an ideology. What do we believe as a people to move things forward? That's with anything on the planet. Yeah.
No man left behind.
Okay.
In the hood, somebody gets shot.
He behind.
I mean, what is the protocol for somebody getting shot? What we doing with him? What we doing with that person?
You asking me?
Both of y'all.
Well, no, who goes first? Sure.
Yeah.
Well, you know, our policy, first I'm gonna make sure I know if we was in the house or if we was together when we went to go do the hit or go do our mission, I know he got a bunch of money in his pocket. I'm gonna get all that. It don't make sense for the people to get that. But he left behind. See, we don't have the policy, no man left behind. I got to go, I gotta get up out of here because this is what's gonna happen. If me and him in the car and we looking for the enemy kill him, or we on the hospital, he died, I get the body. I get the charge for that. So we trying to get on away from there. Now we're gonna make a phone call to the family or to the home man, they just got such a man. Oh, he over on such a man. Go make sure y'all get his body. Make sure, we're gonna make the calls, but our feet don't fail me now.
Hold on, but what if he had a chance? What if he could have made it?
Oh, that happened with me. Like every time I got shot, I ain't never wait for an ambulance. When I got the first time I got hit up, they came in the truck, threw me in the truck, got me out of there. The second time I got hit up, they hit me, jumped me in the car, and they had a wreck. They pulled me out that car, put me in another car, shot me to the hospital. I ain't never wait for an ambulance.
So no, but they didn't leave you behind.
Yeah, but I'm gonna leave them, brother. I'm just telling you now. I got to go.
You gotta look at the why behind the what though. Like again, you gonna get in trouble.
Yeah, I will get the charge, bro.
Like if you live and you get caught, that's a wrap. You might as well die. Me on the other hand, if I live through it, I just gotta get to the extraction point. That's all I gotta do.
So hold on, wait. I just gotta ask real quick. Gangsta, you've been stabbed, shot,
car
wrecked.
Yeah.
The sensation of being shot, was it different for both of y'all? If you don't mind explaining the sensation for you, and Terrance, you go right after.
Moving around, bullets flying, moving right through the hand. There we go. Damn, I'm shot. It sucks. But the adrenaline, yeah.
Terrance, were you sad?
No, let me tell you what's crazy. And go back to I say how we be young, dumb, and crazy. And I always thought that people were so scared that they would never come in the Magnolia Project and shoot me, right? Every time I was shot was in the Magnolia Project.
Right at home.
91, 94,
Close
96.
proximity.
In Loya, bro. So I'm
Right.
like, and then I'm shocked. I'm more shocked. Like, he really shot me. I'm hit. So then it started burning, but
Yeah.
I just was more shocked that whoever this was, and then I started realizing like, bro, you ain't tough like you think you are, or somebody that's just tougher too that's gonna challenge you.
Right.
So, but I learned at a young age that there's other killers, there's other people that's got money, there's other people in the other hood that's doing the same thing you're doing. So you gotta learn to respect them. So that's how I got by to respecting people, but the bullets hurt. I don't want to get shot or stabbed.
It's not fun.
And I definitely want to see, that's what going back to what I say, he got more heart than me. Then get to about getting blowed up, bumped. Nah, man, that ain't no fun. Now, if I had that and going in that Calio, and I could man, yo,
That's a whole
I'm trying to take the whole courtyard out.
That's a whole nother situation.
You see what I'm saying? But for them to know, they go through these classes, the people tell them, look, they're going to have this going on, and he's still there.
So it boils down to the expectancy as well, right? You know, you kind of know. Uncle Sam makes sure you know what you're getting into. They told me up front, look, life expectancy of your job is 60 seconds in a contingency. So have your mind right.
60 seconds.
So we beating feet to get to where we need to be safe, so we can send back what we need to send back immediately versus after the fact. Yeah. It's still a suck regardless if it's New Orleans or Afghanistan. I mean, it's still the same thing. Yeah. But you know what? If brothers had the funding to get an RPG or a Juggernaut, yeah, it'd be some explosions in the cities.
Of course, because I want like the Gatling gun. You know that gun y'all have that crank up?
Yeah,
I want that.
Gatling.
Yeah, I want to come to the hood cranking that thing up.
Oh, a Gatling gun?
Yeah, that's what I want.
See what I'm talking about?
You see how that's why some guns are just
but again, it's all about funding. Like, don't get it twisted. It's some high level gangsters we got some. It's some high level gangsters in other countries who walk around with RPGs illegally, right? Think about it. An RPG in a third world country is equivalent to young Ray having a Glock with a switch on it. You see what I'm saying? If you got the funding to get it, but like I said, if gangsters had the funding to get RPGs and everything else, they'll do it.
The Hummers.
Yeah.
With some bulletproof stuff.
Yep.
Yo, yeah.
A 50 cal mounted on a Humvee. Yeah. Let's do
that.
Soldier and gangster. PTSD. Being a soldier and being a gangster.
Same. Most black people got PTSD anyway, bro. And I hate to say it like that, but your environment is going to give you PTSD depending upon where you grew up. If you grew up in the hood, you got PTSD.
So when that car backfire, both of y'all probably feel the same.
What's the difference? Somebody shooting. If it sounds like a gunshot, we both gonna think somebody's shooting. Or like he said the other day, head on the swivel. He says head on the swivel. I'm saying situational awareness. It's the same thing. It's no different. You looking around, you looking over your shoulder. Am I looking for an op specifically as a civilian or veteran? No, but I'm looking for bad people who want to do bad things, where you might be looking for people who might do something to you.
We both bad looking for each other. Huh?
Yeah, and then your response to situations. I've been in situations to where, young niggas want to, jump up and act a fool. And I would, do my little de-escalation. Like, come on, I'm an old man. Why you want to bother the old man? Come on now, it's three of y'all. Why you doing this? But I have an understanding there is no glory for me in doing these ops. Because what are my peers going to say about me? Come on, Black John. Well, you ain't had to do all that. You killed 3 of them for what? These young niggas, they was toting guns, it was bothering you, but you murked them for what? Well, I was defending myself. No, come on, man. You could have de-escalated that. Versus your situation, like, yeah, I'm glad you did that, man, because you could have, that would have been bad. Come on. You see what I'm saying? So the expectation of the individuals, one called gangster, one called soldier, just based on the environments that they came up in and who's asking a question, who's looking at it. That's it.
When you have to delete somebody, feeling remorse.
Yeah, you human, bro. The first time.
First time.
The unfortunate thing about it, the more you do it, the easier it gets. Unfortunately, yeah. Another dead office.
So, Gangsta, did you have remorse the first one?
You shouldn't ask him that.
The first one.
Isn't that incriminating, bro?
No. He served his time.
No, I've never. Let me tell you something. No, I didn't have remorse. I lied to one of the family members. Because when you tell the people in court, the agents, prosecutors, all of that, I want to change my life. Okay, this is what I did. When you accept responsibility, they want you to talk to the victim's family. So they won't, and it's called remorse, like he's saying. And I'm saying in my mind, well, he killed my boy, he a killer. We all was killers, you know what I'm saying? Like I told you before, I had one fault that did my son suffer. And how my answer was, well, you know, your son, you know, just like how he killed such and such, how he made it. And so it kind of softened him a little bit, but it's, you know, so I just don't think about that stuff. Like if you notice with my YouTube channel, you never hear me talking about murders we did. Because I know there's still family out there. There's still children, uncles, cousins, you know, that. Prime example, when I went to New Orleans just the second time, I went to Mosquito and Dooney Grave. I didn't know that they were both in the same cemetery. I couldn't find Dooney because he was in a wall, so I had to go get his auntie, which was 15 minutes from there. So we get back to the cemetery, we talking. So Crypto Jesus asked her a question. She said, yeah, she said something. He said, oh, you know about his channel? She said, yeah, I know that channel, but I don't care about it. And then she said, because I want to remember my nephew, how I remember him. Mm-hmm. So, because, you know, when I talk about how we was in the street. Right. But it shocked me how she was just in the car saying, yeah, I know about his channel, but I don't care about it. And she was serious, you know, she ain't crack a smile. Or, you know, I was like, whoa, that lady a gangster. I got nervous now because she's riding behind me. So, you know what I'm saying?
That's the level of PTSD.
I got nervous.
How different that is? You see how different?
Because, you know, I'm thinking, you know, me and your nephew was brothers in the street. I love him. And I'm sharing his memory. And
but from her point of view, is your fault he gone?
No, I was in jail when he got killed.
Okay. But that lifestyle.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's how she was like, and she was just nonchalant with, because he said, he got always say, oh, you know about the channel? She's like, yeah, I saw it, but I don't care for it. I was like, what the world? Old lady, what you talking? But I knew not, she scared me. And she moved around back in the back. And the only thing I'm thinking in my mind, she might try to reach up front and choke me or something.
Right.
So I'm like, I'm trying to talk to her, keep it over, because she was quiet, bro. She just was cool. But I was just happy we just, you know, got the situation over with. But she shocked me how she said that.
Yeah, you got, back to the question, you got to, PTSD is a very, very loosely used term, right? If we have to delete somebody, I don't know that person. They didn't do nothing to me. I don't know them from camera. I'm from 6,000 miles away, a whole nother country. I don't even speak your language, bro. I'm looking at a picture of what to do. I don't know you, right? So like, dang, I took a life, you know, and that sucks. I'll forever see his face, you know, their faces, right? Because they didn't do nothing to me. You, on the other hand, they actually did something to you. So the PTSD, the level of PTSD, is still PTSD, but it's different. I don't want to mislead people in thinking that it's all the same across the board, because it's totally different.
Well, what about, like, so the gangster, he might just shoot somebody and then not have to look at it, but the soldier might blow somebody up and see something that the gangster might have not seen. Okay,
let's define that. Okay, I'm in a helicopter and I get a call. Right? And I got some troops trapped, blah, 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 because this other enemy, bunch of troops over here. I'm going to send my rockets over there to those enemy troops, splatter them all over the place, then I'm going about my business. I just killed 13 people, bro. What? You got to, that's a whole nother, that's different. Versus he, at Mardi Gras, in the ops, 10 people roll up on him, he got to handle his business. He knows these people. He's got a valid reason to knock them off. Now, I do have a valid reason because, you know, my homeboys is pinned down. You know, they about to kill them, so I got to take them out. Does that make sense? Yeah.
But this what I want y'all to pay attention to. Now, you have me, ex-street guy, whatever you nickname, you know the names we call for the street, step, all this stuff, right? And I talk about murder, talk about stuff. But then you have a man that's trained, that did this for a profession, that did this stuff. And you see how he break it down and explain it? The murders? Like, hey, and I'm just listening to him. And it's like, all right, we'll just run through it, but he just break down step by step. Right. And if you really think about that, if I broke down step by step like he broke down, you know the first thing a person to say? Back to how he said, when he killed for Uncle Sam, he a hero.
Thanks.
If I break down step by step like that, murder, bro. Boy, you's a man, but again, assassin.
What kind of mind do you have to have for somebody to tell you, we're gonna run this, give you about a sergeant, staff sergeant, give you about $5,000 a month. We're gonna send you away from your family, and we're gonna have you kill these people and then come back home for our bidding. What kind of mind do you have to do that? Shout out to all the SEAL teams. Shout out to every operator contracted military servant right now, you got to be. That's totally different, bro.
And Gangsta, how much was it for you to go out there and have to do a deletion?
I got 20,000 one time.
See,
the prices vary. It depends on who the person is that they want.
y'all don't even want to give us a discount in the movie. Goddamn.
So it depends.
I do not advocate going out and doing that. By the way, we're not here to do that.
It depends who the person is that they want out there. Because you got people that look at like peon, but you disrespect. So you got some people that got money, but they don't have the heart to do it. So they use their money for big gangsters. Pay to go do him, go kill him from him. They do that kind of stuff. So, but looking back on that stuff, man, I'm just happy God chose me to still be here to tell the story and be here, man, because when I think back on it, like my mother, like we was wilding, shooting, doing dirty stuff, and our mothers right here in the project. Our mothers walking to the bus stop, our mothers
see each other at church, in the grocery store.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, when you get old, you realize, like, man, you crazy, man, y'all was tripping. Man, y'all, so, and that's why I be trying to tell the youngsters, like, man, y'all just don't know.
We come a long way from getting into a street fight and then going playing Nintendo together, bro.
Yeah. I went to jail trying to steal my cousin Nintendo. That was my first time
What
going to
game
jail.
was it, man?
He had the,
Mike type punch out?
Forrest Boyard. That, But the neighbors told on me because I had to fight the little boy over here. The neighbors told on me. And we went and film that too in the neighborhood. Yeah, I went and film all my old neighborhoods and everything, man. Man, Crypto Jesus rolled through that. I had a good experience there. But you know what? What I know I'm home. God will, January 3rd be 3 years. And being on social media, doing a lot of good stuff, doing a lot of stuff, but it don't hit you till you around people that have a bigger fan base than you, that you watch on YouTube, be like, man, and you just be mesmerized just looking at the stuff. And then now I share the stage with him.
I was watching your shit. like yo.
No, because when you first did it, because when they first interviewed you, I was like, man, this man talking about some gun, what the world going? Then I'm looking at Real Life, because I always check in with who they got on there, and I'm looking at the number. I'm saying, man, people really watching, man. This man talking. I see, and so I'm asking them all the time, man. I want next time y'all interview, call me. But I couldn't make it that time. So, but he was telling me he kept saying somebody coming, but I know the Black John Wick.
Right.
So he'll switch the name, and my mind.
Body by whole black. I got like 9 names.
Yeah,
bro.
you know what I'm saying. So I'm not known as you, bro, because in my mind, because I just had a interview with something that I didn't know if I was gonna be ready for.
Right.
I did that he kept saying, and I didn't know I was gonna, because he kept saying somebody comes, right. And I didn't know I was gonna be a part of it. And then when he tell me,
they said
I don't hear what. And so it let me know, like, okay, yeah, you're in society, you're a civilian now.
It's different. Yeah, it's
totally different now. You know,
the world is so much smaller because of social media.
Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah.
You know what, they got me here. I want to get a little deeper into the personal lives and relationships, right? Love. When it comes to love, being with a woman, what is required, in your opinion, of a woman to be with a soldier, to be with a gangster? Terrance, you go first.
I want a woman with good credit. I want her to have more money than me. No, for real. See, this is what I be telling people now. I don't care. As long as my woman take care of her hygiene, right? I'm not caught up on your looks. Take care of your hygiene. Take care of yourself. But I want you, Jesus gave me the word, we used to fuss on our podcast. He said, you looking for the word value. You want a woman to bring value. I was like, all right, whatever, Jesus. So my thing be. That's the word. Yeah, that's what he said. You want to bring value, right? That's what Jesus always say, right? So, but I always tell people, listen, man, I don't want a pretty woman with a big butt, walk around in a negligee around the house, and you dumb as a bag of rocks. I want a woman that if I'm doing something wrong, I'm gonna put me, look, man, you wrong for this. I think this, but say it in a respectful way. But I need a woman that's gonna help bring something to the table. Help me out. Is
there a psychological aspect that you may need from a woman, knowing that you out in the street doing what you're doing?
Mm-hmm. You talking about my psychological?
No, from her. Is there a level of like, hey, you're gonna need to be able to deal with X, Y, Z because I'm out here. Yeah. Yeah,
because I'm gonna sit down and explain to her what's going on, because this never fails. Whenever a woman get with a dude, and cause like every woman I meet, And it used to be like when I was in the streets, when I was really living in the streets, everybody I met, hi, what's your name? Terrance. I've never used the name Gangster because on 3 different occasions, me and Mosquito was together and we told the female, our name Terrance, his name John. Where y'all from? The Magnolia. That's the first. Why? I be like, why you did that? Oh, y'all know the boy Gangsta Mosquito, and this us right here. Mm-hmm. So it's common that a woman, when she meet a person, if he look good, girl, I met this man, he fine, he look good, he funny, he made me laugh, he cool, da, da, da. Girl, what's his name? Oh, they call him Gangsta, you know. Oh, girl, don't stay around him. Oh, he a killer. Oh, he gonna do this. Don't trust him. Don't do this. You know, they don't even much know you, but the stuff they heard. So every woman I give, I let them know, listen, there's a lot of stuff you're gonna hear. There's some stuff true, some stuff not. But that's not me, it is what it is. So just be prepared. So if you wanna rock with me, get to know me yourself. But at the end of the day, I want you, if I'm doing something wrong, because you know, you got some women that be scared to speak. Like, I was talking to a female, she was like, man, you a cool dude. She say, one thing about you, I don't be scared when I'm around you. I said, why you say that? I said, because you don't fight females? She said, yeah. I said, oh, so you used to do putting their foot in your butt, slapping on, hitting on. She said, yeah. You know, so I said, well, I got 5 daughters. So I think about that.
And you're older too.
Right, that's mature, more mature.
So do you keep your woman out of street business?
Yes. That's not her place. Because what happens is this, it's going back to what I tell the guys in prison, don't make this a beauty salon.
Thanks.
Stop, guys, stop talking. Like when the guy, Ledizo I had today, the old enemy, first thing he told his friends on the phone, he said, man, Gangsta and Crypto Jesus, man, since I've been with them, they ain't talk about nobody. You know how men gossip? I don't have time to talk about no other men. I'm trying to find out how I'm gonna keep this roof over me and my mother head. God bless me to have my mother with me here in Texas. So, and I got a lot of responsibility. I got a son that's in the Fed with 15 years fighting 2 murders. So I got a lot of stuff. So I don't have time to be sitting down and gossip about no other men. So when he seen how we teach, like, man, y'all really be chilling, man. Y'all, first of all, bro, we older men. You know, we not teenage. We didn't get out young and go to top, man. You know what we gonna spend the man? We gonna go in Oak Cliff and we gonna. No, man, we know better. We gotta. That man did time in the Fed. I did time in the Fed. So I don't think my woman should be worrying about no street stuff because this what ticks me off too. You know, people take sides. You know, people have favorites. And if for some strange reason, a lot of women who grew up in suburban households, who grew up in the 2-parent household, they be infatuated with them gangsters. Because they've been heard, stay away from them, so now they want to, let me see. Stay away from them, boy, let me see. And when they get to know, oh, you know such, you know such, you know such, such, and that's how the rumors start. And then she gonna run her mouth, oh yeah, that's my man, that's my boyfriend. And then the other one will tell her, that's how one of my best friends got killed across the river. They thought he set something up, he had nothing to do with it, but they knew his girlfriend stayed there. She go get her hair fixed at this girl house, and the girl called, girl, what you doing? Oh, your boyfriend been around, you hang with your man? Yeah, he around here now. She sent her boyfriend around and they hit him up. So it should be separated.
Oh, what is required of a woman to be with a soldier?
Soldier, current, or veteran?
Current. What's up with current?
Both of them, I would say, you gotta have some compatibility there. You gotta have a lot of understanding, majority compatibility, understanding, because when that soldier deploys, she got to take over the entire house. No, I can't put her in military business, but yeah, babe, I'm gonna be deployed in Yemen for 9 months, a year and a half. I'm gonna need you to hold it down, because at that point, I gotta focus on this mission. You know what I'm saying? So she's running the bank account, she's running the house, she's running all of that. I'm just trying to stay alive and get to my phone call at the end of the day so I can call baby. You see what I'm saying? On my little FaceTime or what have you. That's a huge, big shout out to all the military wives, military partners and companions. That's extremely difficult. So she's got to have it together, compatibility and understanding across the board. In other words, she's got to present a safe enough space to where I can say, hey, this is what I'm going through. This is what I'm doing. And at the same time, I need you to have that together to where when I call home, I'm not inundated with so much other stuff on top of almost got my ass knocked off today, if that makes sense.
You know,
far beyond big button smile.
This would make me, I was thinking as you were speaking, you over there in the military, like how you going through this, and then you got a woman that just She's scared for you. So when you call home, you need somebody strong to talk to.
Yeah.
She crying.
Yeah.
She like, man, hold on. I need you to soldier up now. You know, tighten it up, get right. But you know, the women, you know, he had the soft heart. And I understand what he's saying because it's like, if now you my woman, I could confide in you.
And some stuff we can't. Some stuff we can't.
Yo, so and you crying, I'm like, man, I gotta go holler at my bunker. Really, how he talking? They doing time on the street.
It's the same thing.
They writing letters. Because one of my buddies, he told me, he said, yeah, bro, let these people say, if you don't hear, I'm letting this letter to you. If you might not hear, I don't know if I'm gonna make it through the night. I was like, when you wrote a letter like this, your people said, yeah.
Thanks.
In today's society, who do y'all feel like is more respected by the masses, the gangster or the soldier?
I'm gonna say the street gangster, because everybody like to line up and do like a little parade for when soldiers come home. Hey, thank y'all for representing our country. That's short-lived. They get that they get that how Birdman told me, 5 minutes of fame.
Thanks.
They get that 5 minutes of fame, but then that's over with. But that street dude, they know he a killer. They know he gonna spin that bin. They know he gonna let that switch go. So they gonna respect. It's out of fear, but he getting more respect. He get more love and more leeway than the soldier, because the soldier gonna come through, and you gotta keep in mind the soldier's not out and about all the time. Soldier gotta go spend time with the family, the children, grandchildren, my wife.
Yeah. So the other side of that, the timing, if the gangsters get too rowdy, what's the police department? Who the police department gonna call? Soldiers.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Right.
So when the shit hits the fan, the gangsters gonna be calling the soldiers. They're gonna be like, bruh, like this shit is stupid. Like what we gotta do now?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So that's why I say in the very beginning, there's a mutual respect sitting up here right now, because it's all about timing and environment. Right. The why behind the what. We have our missions. You understand what I'm saying? Because perfect example, if you go outside the country, here we can go back. We just passed December 7th. You go out of the country. One of the generals of Japan, D-Day, just happened. The comment was made about invading the United States. It's like, yeah, we can invade the United States, but I need you to understand, this is America. In America, behind every blade of grass is an American with a gun. So, what the hell are you talking about? You know how many guns on the streets? We had that conversation. It's more guns than people in this country, bro. So now we're going. Now we kind of expanded it out, but this is why you're not gonna have nobody just run up and invade the country outside of sneaking across the border to find somewhere to work, if that makes sense. Because if push comes to shove, this is also why the government really can't take over, because if push comes to shove, the veterans and the gangsters gonna be like, how we do this? All right, come on, let me show you what I know. You tell me what you know.
One common down.
All your blue hats, we'll deal with that too. That's a whole nother conversation.
Yo.
I'm gonna say in the sense that the government steps in, let's say like Katrina, where the government gets sent in and the gangsters are like, man, we got to fight for ourselves. We still in water. We doing whatever we do. And it became a standoff between the gangsters.
Back that up. No.
Oh, go ahead.
The government was sitting there because the police department was stealing Cadillacs.
Yeah, exactly.
We gonna have to delete that part out of there because your whole YouTube channel is
like, this is unruly.
Facts.
This is so the government sent in the military.
Facts.
And the gangster was like, hey, we need some water. We trying to feed our mama. She's stuck in this house over here, and we ain't got no lights. Mm-hmm. What happens when the gangster meets the soldier? Who wins that war?
We don't see the gangster as a gangster because he doesn't have a uniform that says he's a gangster. We see a civilian that needs help. He doesn't have a gangster shirt on. The fuck? Even if he's wearing blue or red, we don't see it like that. Hey, the mission is we got to get these people out of there, get them to safety. We don't ask you your name. We don't ask you. Some people we've had to grab and throw off our shoulder and just throw them in the truck. You know what I mean? So it's not like, no, we don't. It's different. It's not like that.
I want to just say this about Katrina. Crypto G back there, he was just telling me a story because he got caught with Katrina. He told me the police told him
Facts.
to steal a car because I'm in a stolen boat.
Facts.
He right there.
Facts.
So the police told him, I said, what?
Take the car because I'm in a stolen boat.
Yeah.
It's a fact.
Then this had me laughing. Big as he is, 6'4", big guy, he don't know how to swim. So he said his best friend had to take a dough down, send a junkie or something down the block to get him, and he had to float on the dough to get to it. I said, bro, you was on, he right there.
Dude, Katrina was bad. Katrina was bad, bro. Man. Katrina, like I said, there was no...
Look how you looking.
It was the Wild West gets.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, you had your factions of people doing dirt, but like I said, when Uncle Sam rolled in there, everybody kind of like, all right, they got real toys. You know what I'm saying? So,
And it's someone playing.
yeah.
In a zombie apocalypse, who should we get around? The gangster or the soldier?
I'm good with the soldiers. Because here's the thing. We think we know, but I know that soldiers train. They know what to do.
And I
know
can
how
just
to
tell
handle-
you, I can just tell you exactly what to do.
I just know how to shoot. Just give me the gun. I can help you with that. But the soldier gonna know how to all kind of tactics, and if I'm cutting, they gonna know how to. So I'm rocking with them.
It has its place. Yeah, it has its
Big
place.
facts.
I got a question for the soldier.
Okay.
In war, do they allow you to fuck with drugs at all?
Absolutely not. What are you talking about?
So
Nor does Uncle Sam give us drugs.
right. So there's
Not
nobody,
even to stay awake.
Right. So there's nobody that is fucking with drugs in the
Absolutely not.
Right.
Police don't do drugs. Military guys don't do drugs. Black men don't cheat.
Right.
What else we got?
You spoke a word.
Yeah.
It don't happen. I don't know where the babies come from. That's real.
You got to deal with these things.
So let me ask this.
But you deal with them good though.
And this is preference. And just give me your takes on it. Hollow points, yes or no, and why?
You ask me, let me answer that first.
You go.
I don't know. I don't know about no hollow points. Give me something that's long to listen. This only thing that'll surprise me. If I got my gun pointed this way and the bullets come out the side, it's a problem. I don't know about no hollow point. That's where it come back into our ignorance in the hood thinking we know versus a man who know what bullets for what mission. And then when you hear him speak, that baby be like, man, all right, let me chill out.
I'm gonna sell you some blanks next time.
Gee, that's what I'm saying. I don't know.
See what that do for you.
I don't know.
I just shot this nigga 9 times and he's still standing.
Yeah, he's
Listen, do you know how we get the mean mug and get the work of that?
Yeah.
So, all right, so
Yeah.
but for hollow points, yes or no, or why?
It depends. So you got more than just hollow points, right? You got hollow points, you got hydroshocks, et cetera, right? So wintertime, everybody's got on hoodies, jean jackets, do hydroshock. So you don't catch, so the bullet doesn't expand before it gets in the body. That's what you're looking for. So when they say hollow point, all they're saying, the front of the bullet has got a little hole in there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what happens when it hits the tissue, it fills with fluid and it expands it and it mushrooms out and it slows it down in the body. It keeps all the energy in the body. Training rounds, the full metal jackets, they will go straight through. That's the difference. So you save yourself collateral damage. That's all you're doing. So military in most cases would use, depending upon the operation, 223, 556 those would be full metal jackets. We want those to keep going through body armor, through the next person, because we got a sea of enemy. So we're gonna go straight through. But on the civilian side, you want that to be hollow point because you don't want to shoot the bad guy and then go through the bad guy and shoot grandma in the ass. That's all.
Oh, okay. See, that's what I'm trying to tell you, man. Sometimes we don't. When we think we know. Go ahead.
As the gangster, listening to the soldier, do you feel like your time would have been better spent and all the things you went through in the military?
No, I don't know, man. Cause like I told you, I can't. The minute they would have told me about some bombs gonna come my way, I'd have been trying to find a way how the military discharge or
dishonorable, yeah.
I'm trying to get that.
Medical discharge. You trying to get medical discharge.
Yeah.
I'm hurt. I can't go. Yeah.
I don't, bro. Like in the hood, you got dudes with certain little guns, and they don't know.
You born on offense. That's what it is. You born on offense. That makes sense.
Tom Brady.
That makes sense.
Let's get it. Super Bowl. So listen, because like I want to be able to shoot when people got high power stuff coming back at me. That ain't no fun. I don't want to.
And that's the bullshit, right? So for us, if we're in a contingency and we're moving about the city, we are told you will not fire until you're fired upon. So I am banking on my training and your lack thereof to give me an opportunity after you done already shot at me. Let's run that back. I'm gonna say that again. You will not fire until fired upon. Make sense? Because if I do what I'm supposed to do, the chances of you hit me that first time is gonna be fairly slim if I do what I'm supposed to do.
What about the cop? Is that the same thing for him?
What?
Like the cop, what do they have to go by?
Are you asking training?
Yeah, training. Like say, like if the cop is
No,
out.
a cop is a glorified civilian. A cop can shoot you because he fears for his life.
Okay.
A soldier cannot do that unless he's told. Perfect example. I love bragging on my brother. He was on an engagement. He was on patrol, and he saw some foolishness, and he had to call it in and say, "Hey, I got XYZ going on. Do I have permission to prosecute? Stand by. Let us figure it out."
So I have to go to the next one as far as
Permission to engage. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Okay, there you go. Holding a gun sideways and busting a cap.
Depends on what's necessary.
Okay.
So if I'm holding the gun with one hand, I'm gonna slightly cant it just like that because I'm shooting out of because I'm watching with this eye.
Correct.
But
I've seen soldiers walk in.
Now, okay, that's called center access relock, right? So they'll hold the gun here so that they can manipulate in the front office and get all the extra and do what they need to do. That's it.
Okay. Gangster, you ever hold a gun sideways and why?
And I always thought that was TV stuff. When he just gave me, I did. I thought that was the worst way to shoot.
Just because it's on TV.
But he just broke that down.
Depending on what the environment requires. Like I said, if I have the time to stand there, stance, grip, sight, picture, side alignment, trigger control, and squeeze. Okay, great, I'll do it. But if I don't, the fundamentals of marksmanship: stance, grip, sight, picture, side alignment, trigger control. Your stance, I'm sitting in a chair. What kind of stance is that? You're sitting in the car. What's your stance? Grip, I got one hand on the gun. Where's my grip? You see what I'm saying? So it's all about what the environment allows. Like I said, you can't control the environment, but you better respect it because that's going to give you the ability to or not whatever you need to do.
Gangster just said gun jams, he don't know what to do.
Tap, rack, bang. Yep.
Yeah. Can you explain to him as he probably never...
You got several different malfunctions that can happen with a firearm. So what we do, we train every malfunction. So if you come out and train, I'm going to make your gun jam and make you work through it. Because when you're out in the streets, and that gun, the loudest sound in the gunfight is a click. Right? Click. Fuck. You see what I'm saying? We know he did. So when that gun goes click, my job is to fuck that round, get that round out. So I'm gonna tap, rack, and I'm gonna get to the next round. That's what that's for. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, no, definitely. Can I ask you from a
that was free, by the way. I'm charging you for the next one.
Okay.
From a soldier standpoint, and I got to just your thoughts on the man to your left as a gangster. He's had to, again, during a war of neighborhoods, he had to unalive some people in a quantity. And again, based on the necessity of what was going on in their hood, what are your thoughts as far as valuing human life as a soldier? Is there a difference in value? And this just from your perspective of what he had to do to survive in his environment.
Well, see, again, you answered the question right there. He was doing that based on survival. If he didn't do it, he wouldn't be sitting here. You understand what I'm saying? So it's not like, so let's look at it like this. You got a little kid, okay, and the environment's really jacked up. Here's a gun. Live.
Live.
You understand what I'm saying? So all he can do is just take in whatever information he can from the immediate environment. It's not like, hey, Dad, I want to be in the military one day. Okay, let's go to the recruiter, and then they're going to send you to school. They're going to sit you down. They're going to teach you all these things, and then Afghanistan. It's totally different. So my respect for him, he was voluntold. I volunteered. He didn't choose. He didn't say, hey, God, send me down there to that family in that neighborhood so I can do that. That's not what he asked for. So you can't, I don't, that's not an easy comparison for me now.
Well, Gangster, knowing all that you know now about your life, would you still choose the same life?
Hell no.
Yeah, I would.
You would?
Let me tell you why.
Shit.
Let me tell you why. Now watch this. Because what I have done has helped me become the man I am today.
Fair.
And what I have done has allowed me to be able to sit on this stage with this brother here.
I see that. Yeah. I see that.
So it's for the positive now. Yeah. So somebody got to take a lick for the team.
Facts. Fair. That's fair.
So now if I was out here on some arrogant, I killed him, man. Now it's like, man, get out of here.
Yeah.
You know?
Because the value of human life has been reestablished. Right. Yeah.
So a person could just look at you and hear you talk. It's like, okay, there's somebody I can learn from. I want to be around. Right. So yeah.
And that's why I say I'll do it again, because I get the opportunity to teach my people. You know what I mean? And that's one thing I love more than anything. Going around the country, teaching our people how to do this thing, how to defend yourself, how to whatever. You know what I mean? That makes it worth it. Yeah, so I'm with you on that. That makes it worth it. This makes it worth it. Yeah.
Let me ask y'all something. So if I never go through none of that stuff, and I just I'm gonna go visit Dallas. I heard about Reallyfe Street. Someone come knock on their door. Y'all gonna let me come sit on this?
Yeah, no. If you were just like working at Popeyes for the last 25 years, I don't think we'll let you come in and talk about working at Popeyes.
So manager
just
Popeyes, he's not going to let you come
Popeyes,
interview.
I want to
It
tell
is
young
what it
kids
is.
how to become a manager at Popeyes.
Hold up,
I don't
time
think we'll
out.
allow that.
That's a discrimination. You just had Waffle
You know what I'm
House.
talking about? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
We just went the whole election about discrimination here.
Yeah, I'm just
We might.
if your story's interesting,
Y'all just had Waffle House in here.
yeah.
Shout out to my Waffle House workers.
So you're showing a bias to Waffle House versus
Yeah, man.
Popeyes.
So
Wow.
You got some
DEI?
good Popeyes, man.
No
Does-
DEI?
Most of y'all stories making a more intriguing story for the masses because of the world lives on a violent nature.
Right.
We live more for destruction than creation. So yes, you cooking chicken probably not as interesting as you unaliving individuals. I'm just it's just
But
unfortunate.
it might be a
world we live
formula
in.
how I cook the chicken, Joker.
Yeah, now if you
Horrible
gave the
world,
secret
man.
recipe, then we
All right then, man. But we know.
A gangster chef would go hard.
That's, see that? That's what I'm saying.
Wait, so let me ask, what was the age when y'all first touched a weapon? Gangsta, you go first.
I was 11, 10.
10. What weapon was that, if you don't mind me asking? What kind?
22.
22.
Mhm.
Oh.
I want to say I was about 6 or 7. Dad had a 22 rifle teaching me. Yeah.
22 is the way to go. Yeah, 22 is the way to go.
No, don't get it twisted. 22's got more bodies than any other caliber.
Yes.
Please don't get
The
it.
most
But
sneakiest.
pause. Don't get it twisted. 223, 556. That is a 22 caliber.
Oh. Okay.
One's just got more compression.
Okay. You've shot sniper rifles.
Mhm.
Have you ever shot a sniper rifle, Gangsta?
No, I had a 270.
Ooh.
270.
Let me tell you what's crazy about it. See how you say ooh? You see how you say ooh, right?
Yeah.
270.
We disrespect that gun, meaning it had the little, you see how the things it had that sniper stuff on there, had the scope on there, had the long rifle bullets to put in, right?
That's a whole lot of deer died into that thing, boy.
But you know what's crazy? I walked to the project one day and I saw my gun just laying in the grass. Just nobody didn't want that
Walk
gun.
right by it. Don't even know what they're looking at.
Too big, too.
We wanted we had the Mac 90s, the SKSs, and the AK-47s. One of my homies had a AR-15, and we had the street sweeper.
That's a Winchester, 270 Winchester, yeah.
You see, we didn't want that. And how you
so.
just say I used to like the gun because I like how they had the little snipers, and I used to always had a little scope on it.
The
but
bipod, yeah, the bipod.
Yeah, I've never shot the gun, but it just was intimidating.
Yeah.
But it was literally, I was mad and I saw my gun in the grass. I didn't want it, but I didn't want to get rid of it.
That's a good 600-800 yards right there.
Yeah, you never shot. Have you ever shot a gun with a scope on it? Like,
No, I just had it. And I had the bullets and everything for it, but the AK sounded better. There's that cadence, that drum, that cadence sound better. But he know we had something. But we felt like, well, that ain't nothing, man. We want this gun. It's going back to us being ignorant in the hood versus his education.
so, and real quick, and I'm gonna let you answer, but first, Soldier, hearing gunshots, what's the procedure? What's your move?
Depending upon where you are, right? So if I'm in a crowd of people, cover. First thing we do is get the cover. If there's no cover around, get still, because the human brain is going to lock on to whatever is moving, right? Because it could be, now we're talking about active shooter, okay?
When you say still, you mean drop down or just get?
Well, if you're in a crowd of people, the last thing you want to do is hit the deck because everybody's going to run. Now you're going to get stampeded. You see what I'm saying? So in that split second, you got to know how to listen, triangulate all of the nonsense, all of the math, get out of dodge, but get to cover first. That's the main thing you're going to do, get to cover no matter what. Now, believe it or not, on the civilian side, gangster side, you are going to appear to be a bitch. Okay? Listen, I didn't say scream. But that I had nothing to do with that. I don't teach nor condone that, guys. Okay, so
I don't teach.
so when you hear gunshots, the first thing you're gonna do is get to cover, because guess what? When I get to cover, you can't shoot me, and I can recoup and do what I need to do to return fire. You see what I'm saying? So depending upon the environment. Yeah.
So,
yes.
okay, so when you hear gunshots, what do you do?
I can't hear you, bro. Check your time.
Look here, you gonna run like roaches when you cut on the light. At the end of the day, you gotta get up out of there.
So yeah, so for you, what do you do? What's your reaction? What's your trained as far as you?
Bro, you got tears in your eye. You all right? You good?
Niggas just crazy, man. They crazy, bro.
Yeah.
They wild open, man.
No, but remember before I told y'all how in a project when somebody used to shoot, first thing I used to do is try to see where it's coming from. I used to always do that. Like a lot of people, how you said, ducking it, and I was like, no, I won't get in that crowd. I want about it running and bumping and knocking me down, you know. So I would always try to look to see where it's coming from first.
Same protocol.
I had a habit of doing that stuff.
The only difference, so for the viewers, we kind of said the same thing. The first thing you want to do, you want to listen to the first pop. Listen for where the first pop came from. Because that second and third pop is going to be the first pop bouncing off of something else. That's what's going to give you a false sense of where the gun is coming from. Does that make sense? Yes. So you're not going to hear just one bang. You're going to hear that bang bounce off of something a couple times. So where did the first bang come from? That's close to the proximity where your gun would be, where the gunman would be. Yeah.
All right, so let's do it like this. For those young kids watching at home, and I just want speak to it. I'm gonna let you go first, Gangsta. Why or why not should a kid grow up to be a gangster?
You know what? I appreciate you letting me go first, because sometimes when you let him go first, it makes me feel like I'm dumb. And I know the people in the comments gonna be like, oh, you are. But listen,
hold on. Before you even answer the question, you didn't get out of jail being dumb, bro. No,
you didn't survive being dumb, bro.
That's a different environment, but when you on an education level,
bro, your street,
dude, your wisdom is you got your merit wisdom, bro. We're not gonna do that.
Yeah,
your street intellect is on his book intellect,
bro.
Yeah, I understand that, bro, but when you up here with him, and you let him go first, you be like, all right, he covered it, y'all.
Let me explain something to y'all. This is what happened. White dude sat down and figured out what all these gangsters and stuff was doing long time ago. And he wrote it down as a scribe. He said, okay, if you do this versus doing that, then that's how tactics were born. All they did was sit down. I'm saying white dude, but I'm just saying people in general. They sat down and they studied an environment. They studied how people move in the environment. They studied how they survive. And then they wrote it down and then they started teaching it. You know what I'm saying? So the first time you do a thing, look at it this way. Anytime we get a brief in the military, it's what's happened before. Right? Now, this war that we're doing right now, hey, you got information for what we did last time. That shit might not work when you hit the ground. Understand, we've trained you to kind of adapt and overcome, or not, we just gonna pick your body up. If you don't want to come pick your body up and send that flag back to your mama, then cool, I suggest you do what you're trained to do. Now, after you get back, we got to sit down and debrief and tell them what happened in that engagement. So the next team that comes in, if they find the same thing, they'll know how to deal with it. So his environment is a new art. That's it.
That's real.
Did y'all hear what the man said? Send a flag. Man, I don't mail my mama no flag.
No, but that's how it goes.
Well, his body got blown up.
Yes, I know that.
See,
but I'm just picturing, when a mother get this bad news, they want to see, the mom or the pop want to see the child. They don't want to see no American flag.
So his mindset is,
no, that's what I'm saying.
Send the mama flag. Your mindset is closed casket.
Facts.
They don't want to. You don't want to show the face.
I want your mama to take that little kindergarten picture with the 2 teeth missing, put that on the coffin.
Yeah, man.
That's giving us a state. But let's get to this. Ask you a question. I don't think that children, like Louisiana passed a law about the 18-year-old. Now they don't have to have their permit on to carry the gun. Yes. I think that's very dangerous. A man like me coming from the hood, first thing in my mind was, okay, homie, look, I've been to juvie hall, but you haven't. Look, you told the gun, we gonna walk to the school dance or to the house party or to whatever the concert. You can hold a gun on you. If they come give it to me, I'm gonna shoot it.
Yep.
I remember when I was young, I had a 22. Me and my best friend Ugly, we were playing Russian roulette. He clicked. My best friend Ugly, he clicked. We had cut school. He clicked, I clicked. And then he did it again. Then it was my turn to do it to him. And before I did it, I just shot it, and I shot it in my house. He had a 22. Prime example, I was looking at Instagram where the little girl was playing with the gun, shot her cousin, and then shot herself.
And shot herself by, I don't know if it was an accident on purpose. It was weird.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So
why were y'all playing Russian roulette at that age?
We were young and stupid. We just heard about it. Like me and Mosquito, we did this in the project. I'm in this coat, yo, here in this coat, yo. We got bottles, and we gonna throw these bottles at each other to see who can hit, of which one we can hit, right? So we literally we'll walk down the courtyard, and I look, he'll look, and then I run across, he'll run across, and I literally have stitches. I had they out, but I still got the marks, like the little keloid mark. when I had stitches in my knee because he threw the ball and bust on the ground, ricocheted, and bust my knee up. Yeah, we did dumb stuff like that. So yeah,
That's
you know, you
that's,
young.
That's that environment. That's an intense environment, bro.
Yeah.
That's training. I don't give a shit who you are.
And this is what had me scared of the youngsters today. Like back when I came up, everybody didn't have a gun. The scary guys in the project stayed in their places. You went to school. We knew if somebody jumped on you, if somebody jumped on you at
Everybody
school,
knew
we went
everybody,
around there because you was good boy, you was cool. You ain't gonna have no gun. Everybody got guns
Everybody
now.
got a gun now.
Oh, what the world going on? So that's why I be like, no, everybody should have a gun. It's not safe because you could lose your life. You can wind up taking somebody else's life. You're gonna regret it. They're gonna lock you up, and then when you get in that jail cell that you're not used to, that's when you're gonna lose your mind. I just thank God I just never lost my, like I did a year and 11 months one time in the hole. I did 11 months in the hole, 6 months in the hole. And you got to get a program, man. That stuff could drive you crazy.
To say that, and again, I was asking you the good and bad of being a gangster. If a kid is getting bullied and then he goes into his dad's closet and gets a gun, he should not go into that mind frame of being a gangster. He should stay away from whatever ramifications come from that lifestyle.
That's one of the questions where I gotta shut my mouth because that's where the professionals step in. I can't because I'm not a professional, and at this point, because I'm realizing now the stuff I look at my audience, right? I got like 13 to this, 18 of this watching me. I had a lady coming out with live one night. She said, "How you doing?" She said, "I learned about your channel through my students. I'm a high school teacher, and my students watch your channel in my class." That kind of shook me, but I was like, you know what? That's why I gotta be careful what I say, what I do. Because now I'm like, okay, I'm an influencer now. Yeah. So that question there, I don't like bullies. It's like, you see how the size of the diesel was?
Well, I loathe bullies.
That's what I grew up all my life. Like,
loathe bullies, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, I hate bullies.
Yeah, I can't stand them. So all my life I've always been small. Yeah, so since I've been out here, this is Texas' fault. So Texas got me like this. Shout out to Texas, baby. Dallas, Texas, baby. DFW, all to Fort Worth.
They
Love
gonna feed
y'all.
you, boy. They gonna feed you. They gonna feed you.
Plenty food around here, baby. But that's a situation where I don't want to say something and then be like, you be like, I shouldn't have said that.
Understandable. And I respect that. We'll leave it on the floor. And with you, as far as the goods and bads of being a soldier. Yes. Again, I gotta say,
soldier's a loose term. Less than 1% of the military actually sees combat. So let's clear that up. Okay. Being a soldier, there is a job for the soldier, just like any job on the civilian world. Okay. You can join the military. You can be whatever you want to be. You can be a doctor. You can be an accountant. You can be, you name it. Okay. So I don't want anybody to look at the whole soldier thing.
You can have cameras, interviews.
You do media. You do all of it, right? They have press people in the press that specifically speak spokesmen for the military. So the military, if I say this to everybody, people don't agree, but it is what it is. If you are graduating high school and you have no idea what you want to do with your life, join the military or go to college and join the military as an officer. The benefits, again, not just because you're in the military, you do not go to war, right? In order for you to go to quote unquote war, front line, get shot at, get blown up, there's a litany of tests that you got to go through to prove that you can actually do that thing. Okay, so let's clear that up. Everybody thinks, oh, you're military going to war. Stop. There are people who literally deploy to UAE, Abu Dhabi, Al Dhafra to be support for those downrange. I'm gonna say this one more time. You are going to deploy to Dubai for 6 months to support those in Iraq and Afghanistan.
Lit.
It's absolutely lit, right? Because you work in personnel. Your job is to put this file right here. All the things that they did today, put them in that file. That's your job. Just because you wear a uniform does not mean you see combat. That is a huge fallacy that everybody gets mixed up. I don't want my baby to go to war. He's going to go to the military. Shut up. No. He's going to work in the gym. He's going to fold towels in the gym.
9 to 5.
9 to 5.
On weekends.
Benefits, you name it. Now, military, they also pay for your school. I am not a military advocate nor a recruiter, but I'm going to tell you the truth. If you don't know what you're going to do with your life, you graduate in high school and you're fairly smart, take the ASVAB, the AFOQT if you post-college, and you go in there, get you a job immediately. The day you walk in there and you swear in, you have a 20-year career with full benefits. What's the problem?
Come on.
But you're choosing to struggle because guess what? College ain't for everybody. Let's be fair. So, well, I'm just gonna go this random job, post office. Guess what? We got post office and military too. Come on, bro. So, like, I think we get a false sense of just. It's a lot of ignorance out there in opinions on the military and what we do. Yes, we support the mission, but what does it take to support the mission? Logistics, supply, you name it.
Right.
So yeah, if you don't know what you're gonna do with your life and you ain't got a plan already, you go to the military.
For Black people, really, it's either you get out of high school and then you end up going to war anyway in the streets. So you might as well go to the military.
And that's the crazy thing. It's not you. Let me say it this way: when you take the ASVAB, okay, that is the test to get in the military, right? They're going to tell you what you're smart enough to do based on the answers that you put on that test. Then they're going to give you a list of jobs that you qualify for. You pick those jobs. That's it.
There you go.
That's it.
I think they upped the age to 40 now, I think.
Something like that.
Yeah, like now you can be old.
Jesus, you can go, Jesus.
With some young folks.
Yeah.
You can go to the military, boy.
Yes.
Man, this conversation has been very enlightening, very eye-opening. I hope both y'all learned from each other.
Oh, definitely.
I know you got caught on by surprise. I know you got caught by surprise.
Yeah, I didn't know I was gonna be up here with him.
Oh, so yeah, look at that. You know what you're walking into.
Y'all just said, here you go, get on in there, Terrance.
Get on in there. This was by design. But we want to have this conversation. And this is maybe the first of many conversations of things like this, to where we have two opposite ends of the spectrum come together and have a meeting of the minds. So first and foremost, we want to thank y'all for coming here and sit down on it. We got to say it. Terrance, Gangster Williams, Terrance, Civilian Williams. Wow. But like right now, we're keeping it gangster. And of course, the tactical one, body by the Black John Wick. This has been eye-opening.
A wealth of knowledge.
Wisdom.
Man, everything. So we got to say we appreciate y'all. We salute y'all. And we have to say it, man. You are on the blue couch. You are a real life street star.